the celebrations, so, the first pa'aina would happen when you're born, and the next one when you're old, and the graduation, then the housewarming, and then when you get married and you died, and 1 year after you die. So we'd have all these celebrations, And I think it's important that we have rites of passage, And sometimes the music helps us get through, gets us through a birth or a hard death in a family, or 1 year after your family's dead died. So to me, that's what the music does. It's there to soothe you, and to me, music is like the hand of God. You know what I mean? It's just like God talking to you through your music. From the parking lot, you go right. When you reach the stoplights, you go left. Towards Hoʻokupa, sugarcane train. Towards Hoʻokupa. What's that smell? Go past the sewage plant. Towards Kapalua Airport. Go towards Kahana. What's that smell? There's those double arches. Through the drive-thru, get a few French fries, cheeseburger, chocolate sundae, and I'm on my way. Past Napili, towards Hoʻokupa. Honolulu Bay. Over the one lane bridge. Check out the surf. Pick a few pineapples from Field 53. And I'm on my way. Past Uncle Sonny Chun's junkyard, towards the open pastures. Woo, woo. Cow on the road. Get past the cattle. Few rocks. Few donkeys. Finally reach Hoʻokupa Valley. Go fast. Drove Kabato's house. Big horseshoe turn. Past Dan and Jan's fruit stand. Finally, I'm home to the 36-mile marker. I learned how to play guitar from my family from the Big Island. My great-grandfather played, my great-grandmother, my grandparents played, my dad, aunties, uncles. Everybody played, even my mom. He no hano, kamapua, he mi, kalamahi oe. He no hano, kamapua. Hey, kalamahi oe. She moves or she touches. She moves towards the sea. She's a mover of mountains. Really moves me. Hey, no hanu, kamapua. Emi kalamai oe. Burning eyes of desire, lips like burgundy, sparks of hair blowing through the breeze. She really moves me. Ino hanu Mapua Emi Kalamai oe. Red and black are her colors. She's burning to the night. I can see her in the distance. She really moves me. Ino hanu Mapua Emi Kalamai oe. I can see her in the sunrise. Can see her when the sun sets. Burning earth and sea in her eyes. She really moves me. Eno hanu kamapua emi kalamai oe. Walking near the edge, guided by her light, I can feel her presence. She really moves me. Ino hanu kamapua emi kalamai oe. Ino hanu kamapua emi kalamai oe. When the Spanish cowboys first came over, they had something they called a guitarra. They played the bass. Then they had a 6-string tenor, a 6-string catgut that played the rhythm. Then they had a 4-string tenor guitar that played the lead. You can still see that phenomenon in the mariachi bands of today, But what happens is they left only one guitar, so the Hawaiians, tuned it so we play bass, rhythm, and lead all on one guitar. So that's what makes slacky different. Kumaka kahikena ho Hiʻilawe, papa
lohi mai a umahukele. Kumakakai kena o Hiʻilawe. Papa lohi mai a umahukele. Hele mai au I tanuhi manu Hawalau nehi puni vai pio Pagele mai au I tanuhi manu Hawalau nehi puni vai pio Ole nova huelua mai Ai vai le o te tuaivi Ole nova huelua mai Ai uhi vai no te tuaivi Hiva hiva oe nakamakua Ilehia ina te tupuna Hiva hiva oe nakamakua Au hiva ia a te tupuna Puna ke ala ia lia mai No I ka vai lea o Hiʻilawe No puna ke ala ia lia mai No I ka vai lea o Hiʻilawe Na ia mai ana ka puan lala Kumaka kai kenaya o Hiʻilawe Ai na ia mai ana ka puan lala Kumaka kai kena o Hiʻilawe
Well, I think it started backwards. We've been doing Slaki for 35, 40 years, traveling all throughout the U.S. And not the thing about Slaki is there's, say, about 18 to 20 of us. There's Keolabima, Leonard Kapana, Cyril Pahinui. So all of us have been traveling, doing gigs all over the world. You know, we've been to Germany, Europe, France, the whole Pacific Rim, Australia, you know, Japan. I played in China. I played in Singapore. So people know what is Slaki. And when it came time to the Grammys, it was just a matter of time. You know, so actually people knew about Slaki and the Grammys kind of caught up with what the world already knew.
Nino ho'ola mai iau loko mai kai e ho'o mana o i'o manaka'u e o lano loko mai kai Yesu Kristo e pale kana maono e loko mai kai na po pilihia lakai o mela ani Here's another hymn that Tutu taught us. Yesu no kauhipa kauhipa mai kai e iha makoka ohana ke ho'olohe ai e aloha alaka'i a nai mai e aloha alaka'i a nai mai And still yet another hymn that Tutu taught us. Ma ke ala hele o Yesu Ihala Hawaii aku ai Me ke kanaka o pi o hano hano Kaulana e ka wahi vai Pani mai e ka obi o E kuaku mai kai E ala o i ka u e hana koe I loa e ke olanau E ave i loi I kohu mau vai vai Uli ai mai au I loa e ke ola mau I a oe e ave i loi I kohu mau vai vai Uli ai mai au I loa e ke ola mau I loa e ke ola mau Hymns of Hawaii. From about 4 o'clock in the afternoon to about 9 o'clock at night, all the construction workers would get off about 3. You know, they'd start at 6, get off at 2. So they'd all go down to, the Forbidden City to suck them up. And then at about the same time, all the stevedores got off. So this is like a meeting ground. This place would be 200-300, guys every day, just loaded with guys, just construction workers. And they used to serve good poo-poos in those days. They'd serve like pork watercress or, spam and cabbage, stuff that the boys, they're hungry, they just like suck them, Not only cheese and crackers like today, but, and peanuts or whatever. But those days they had real good poo-poos. So the place was packed. So I did that song, and the guys went crazy. They threw money on the stage, you know, and he's a young guy, only 10, I think I was 11 at the time, 61, 62. And they heard that, you know, and they threw money on the stage. And for my first 3-minute song, and if I wash cars, I wash 10, 12 cars, maybe I make $1 or so with Lippy. I made $27.10. It's like working a whole month for Lippy Spinda for a less than 3-minute song.
Strolling along on the shores of Kealia, watching the waves, the rolling sands, they kiss the shore. And now my heart will beat forevermore, dear, and your love is gone away, come back to me. Eleana I ka pili kai o Kealia, ene e mai ka uhala e pili, ke kau mai luna o ka mahi hina, kaua he ike I ka nani kai o Kealia, kaua he ike I ka nani kai o Kealia.
One of the greatest things about me is that I try to form a relationship with my audience right away, within the first 5 seconds. So a lot of times, before I even step on a stage, I'll be out meeting the audience when they come in the door. So I know who, I'm checking it out. I'm scoping out who do I know in the audience who can, and there's somebody special, somebody's birthday or anniversary or something. So I try to make everybody, whether I'm at Carnegie Hall or, back party, feel like we're family. And I do the same thing with my students. I think that's what makes great teachers great. You establish this relationship, and not only that, I try to make them feel important. Even though I'm the audience, I don't have to blow smoke up my own. I just try to make them feel important, that they're important to me, and I think that's the key. And I do that naturally because I learned that from my great grandparents.
before she got me.